Hi, I'm Jenny Van Clayville, and today's verse of the day comes from 1 Peter 4:16, and it says, "Yet, if any of you suffers as a Christian, do not consider it a disgrace, but glorify God because you bear this name." The purpose of Peter's first letter was to address the small persecuted minority of Gentile Christ followers who were experiencing tension within their own communities. Now, tension is rising because in following Jesus, they've turned away from their ancestral religions. And it was deemed improper at that time for anyone to depart from their family religion because it disrupted the fabric of society. Also, it would be probably good for me to clarify that at this time there wasn't any mention of imprisonment or state oppression. So persecution that is mentioned here is more likely societal rejection, slander, poor treatment, and discrimination heaped on by their family and community. They were socially outcasted. So here Peter is encouraging his readers to remain faithful to the core convictions, even if that meant that they would experience suffering. And in their suffering, they were not to become defensive or to retaliate. In fact, in the previous chapter, Peter writes that if they need to go into the defensive, to do it with gentleness and reverence. Peter spotlights the believer's response when experiencing abuse to maintain an ethical conduct that has no spirit of retaliation. Peter reminds them of their bigger purpose, to bear God's name. So, how does this apply to us? When we feel attacked, misunderstood, offended, how do we respond? Do we lash out? Do we fight back? Do we build walls? Or do we extend more grace? Do we ask questions? Do we listen more intently? Do we love regardless of the circumstance? If you're suffering today, take heart because you have not been forgotten. You, my friend, bear the name of Jesus. People who don't know Jesus are watching us, and that can feel intimidating. But also, what a privilege that we get to do this. The question is, how are we coming across to those who need Jesus most?